Now, as Anambra gears up for the November 8, 2025 governorship elections, the campaign season is in full swing. The Independent National Electoral Commission has released the final list of contenders, and official campaigning began earlier this month. Candidates are focusing their messages on real issues like improving security, easing taxes, and reviving growth. A notable development in the race involves Paul Chukwuma.
He recently resigned from the APC just before the primaries and was promptly adopted as the Young Progressive Party's candidate. Chukwuma won the party's primary in April with overwhelming support and chose ex-Governor Willie Obiano's aide, Chief Uzu Okagwe, as his running mate. Chukwuma's campaign centers on healing Anambra's economy. His pledge to strengthen security, cut burdensome taxes, hurting small businesses, and reconnect the state more closely to national development efforts. Now, as we look into the forthcoming election in Anambra State, we present you one of the fiercest rivalry in the race to the state's top seat ahead of the November elections in Anambra State, and the YPP governorship candidate joins us right here, live in the studio. Paul Chukwuma, welcome on the show.
Thank you very much.
So let's start by looking at your decision to defect from the APC in your race to power to the YPP. Is it just about the governorship ticket or about the interest of the people in Anambra State?
Thank you very much, Benga. My joining the YPP is to take down the message of hope, message of joy to the Anambra at the grassroots level. The Anambra have been clamoring for genuine leader that will deal with the incessant issues ranging from security, the huge tax burden on especially the petty traders, the challenge of infrastructure and human capital development. So I've presented myself to fill in this gap, and that's why I've joined the YPP to deliver this message to the grassroots.
Okay, Vimbai might want to ask a question. Okay, in the meantime...
All right, thank you so much. Good morning, Mr. Chukwuma.
Good morning, Vimbai.
Now, let's get straight into it. Many people are saying that this is an APC race, especially more leaning towards APGA, of course, as their incumbent. And we've seen Governor Soludo's relationship with President Bola Tinubu. He's given the president his endorsement, which was an upset, I believe, for the APC candidate. Where does YPP fit in this whole conversation?
Thank you very much. The governorship election in Anambra is an election for the people to decide their preferred candidate for the exalted position of the governor of the state. I'm not aware of any endorsement of anybody by Mr. President. Mr. President is the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And as the leader of the progressives in Anambra, I can tell you clearly that the president is not partisan and has not endorsed anybody. I am very much aware, knowing Mr. President, that he would allow
Okay,
the
so
Anambra
you don't
to
think there's any extra meaning to the fact that Governor Soludo went to visit President Tinubu just a couple of weeks ago and vowed to support him for his second run?
Yeah, the Governor Soludo is the sitting governor of Anambra, in Anambra State. And we are running a federation, and the heads of subnationals would always interface with the president and commander-in-chief. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But talking about pledging to support Mr. President, the governor alone cannot, lead the election in favor of Mr. President. I am the leader of the progressive in Anambra State, and the progressives in Anambra have identified with the good works of Mr. President, and we are all in support of what is, especially in Anambra State. Mr. President has voted, humongous amount of money to support Anambra in terms of security and, economic development. But we are wondering what the governor is doing with all those monies, and that's why we are raising our voice to say no. If the federal government is supporting Anambra State, the state should be able to give account of the huge amount of monies that are accruing to the state from the federal.
Okay. Mr. Chukwuma, allow me to ask this question concerning what you plan on doing as governor of Anambra. Now, there's a large number of youth that cannot afford to go to school. I think you've previously spoken about this. You've also spoken about your expertise in ICT and the different things you're going to do in terms of technology and education and insecurity as well. But what I'm interested in knowing is what solutions do you have for the younger demographic of the people of Anambra?
Thank you very much. I'm going to answer that question in 3 subsections. I'm going to talk about what I'm going to do in security, what I'm going to do in terms of the economy, and then you talked about education. The major issue we have in Anambra today is on in the area of security. Yes. We have huge insecurity, bedeviling us in Anambra as we speak. On daily basis, people are being kidnapped, people are being killed, and the state seems to be doing nothing about it. Now, as the governor of Anambra State, when I'm sworn in as the governor of Anambra State, first, I'm going to deal with the root causes of this insecurity we are facing in Anambra. And what are the root causes of the insecurity we are facing in Anambra today? The state government gets 3 billion naira monthly as security vote. This money is supposed to be channeled towards solving the problem of insecurity. That is not being done. The state government, I can tell you today, has not provided any, whether you're talking about technology, whether you're talking about gadget, whether you're talking about even vehicles, to security agencies, the police, the DSS, the military, to help them in the fight against insecurity. As governor of Anambra State, first, I don't need that money. I'm going to channel it purely to ensure that we have safe, our homeland is safe, that we secure our homeland. And we're talking about average of about 36 billion naira in a year. And 3 years down the line, nothing has been done. I'm going to channel this money directly in solving the problem by making the necessary procurements, technology, gadgets. We need to have surveillance cameras. For today, if there is an attempt, a kidnap incident, we run to Enugu State to get the gadgets and the equipment to help us track the perpetrators. So we don't even have those basic equipment. And we have this one. I'm going to channel the money into that. I'm going to ensure, as governor of Anambra State, that every building, every structure, including chantries in Anambra, are properly identified. So in Anambra today, we don't have proper street identification with numbers, especially in rural areas. Thirdly, I'm going to ensure that the vast land that are being used, that are almost serving as the camp, the den for these kidnappers, are turned into proper use. For instance, if you go to Oka North, the Urum axis, if you go to the Orumba North axis of Anambra South, you find out that we have huge landmass that the criminals have turned into camp. And government, not even the so-called Udogachi, have dared to go there to find out what is going on. So I'm going to take back those community lands, have a PPP with the community where we can turn them into mechanized agriculture, and then it becomes a win-win both for the community and for the people.
You will be held to your words.
You'll permit me to jump in here.
Yes.
And for the benefit of hindsight, let me bring you deeper into the political realities of Anambra State. You'll recall the last by-election that was held in the August 16th, which saw the APGA, all Progressive Grand Alliance, sweeping all the major seats for the by-election in the state. Do you think you have the political wand? Because many people see this as a litmus test to the forthcoming election in November. Do you think you have the magical wand to upturn these results?
Yes, thank you very much. The senatorial election, for instance, during the by-election was only for Anambra South. And then, as a journalist, if you inquire further, you will find out that what happened in that election was that because the incumbent governor had been, stifling economic activities in Anambra by his mode of administration, they opened the vault. Anambra, on the 16th of August, the governor opened Anambra vault, and taxpayers' money were deployed in vote buying. We have the evidence, and is all over the place. However, having said that, that is senatorial election. We are talking about governorship election that involves the entire 326 wards of Anambra, and it's going to be a different ball game. The truth of the matter is that the government of the day is relying and hoping, to use taxpayers' money in vote buying. But our message with the grassroots is resonating with the grassroots, and I can tell you confidently that with the support we're getting from the masses, from the Anambra at the grassroots level, YPP will win the forthcoming governorship election come November 8th. Thank you.
Are you confident that INEC will live up to the task? Because along with the issues such as vote buying and so forth, there have been many concerns around INEC's ability to deliver on 100% transparent, free and fair elections. I give the example of the Edo State gubernatorial election that was hotly contested and ended up in court. In essence, I'm asking, do you think your victory would be at the polls, or if you don't see it there, will you end up in court? Is INEC ready?
Yeah, but at the moment, I don't have any reason to doubt INEC's preparedness to deliver free and fair election in Anambra State. I've no basis to doubt their preparedness and their readiness to ensure that the election is free and fair. Having said that, I am confident that YPP will emerge victorious, and the mandate of the people once given, if there is any attempt to take it away, of course, we have the rule of law, to rely on. But I am pretty much sure that on the ballot, YPP will win, and win convincingly.
Okay, let me connect you with the political equation in Anambra State. A lot of people believe that it's the turn of Anambra North. You are from Anambra South. People believe that it's the turn of Anambra South. You are from Anambra North, from Iheala local government area. If I'm right, correct me if I'm wrong. With this widespread call for people to allow the Anambra South to continue its term, do you think you stand a good chance in all this equation?
Thank you very much. First of all, I'm from Umueri in Anambra East, which is the core Anambra, getting our name from the Anambra River. But I was born in Ihiala. Ihiala is in Anambra South, and I grew up in Anambra South, but I'm from Umueri. Now, the APGA, as a political party, had an arrangement of rotation of government. That's what is out there. But today, in Anambra State, I am not a member of APGA. I've never been. Will not be in future. I stand for the people of Anambra State. The issues bedeviling us today is beyond the primordial sentiment of where you come from, even though I was born and brought up in Anambra South. The issue of insecurity we are talking about today, the headquarters of insecurity in Anambra today is Anambra South. and the incumbent governor is from Anambra South. The Anambra people are tired of, you know, bringing forward this primordial sentiment of holding on to power and then not getting the work done. What Anambra today needs is somebody with a capacity who understands the issues at stake in Anambra that can fix the problem, you know, we are facing in Anambra today. And they are quite huge. And you know, as much as every other person who is following what is happening in Anambra today, that we are in a very deep problem in Anambra State.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Paul Chukwuma, the YPP governorship candidate in the race to the Anambra governorship seat come November 2025. And thank you very much, Paul Chukwuma, for joining us on this show. We wish you the very best of luck. And thank you very much, Vimbai and Yolanda, for making out time to get the best from Mr. Paul Chukwuma in his campaign for the top seat of Anambra State. Thank you very much indeed. And good, I'm going to
Yeah, that's right. We're going to see whether he can contest against Soludo, the solution. It's going to be an exciting race.